Okay, this is going to be a demonstration of a new function and feature that's available within the Feast software. It's called the map calculator. It's part of the metrics section within the map editor. So first things first, let's get into the map editor. I'm going to open a demonstration file here, then open the map editor. So we go, we've just got a little demo area here, and we can see immediately this has got a map that's got some features highlighted on it. If I open up the legend, we can see in this case it's for butterflies, the group 2 brimstone yellows, and you can see the breakdown of the categorization there, and a little chart showing what area falls into which category. So it's all pretty much one category in this instance. So clearly we've previously done a spatial habitat suitability for the butterfly group 2 in this case, but we may have others that we've got in the system. So if I come over here, and we might change that to say, well, what does the kestrels look like? We can do the same. So we can see the colors are now changed here. We can see the distribution changing on the legend as well. We might have others in here as well, so let's pick a different one. So let's go for something like skylarks, put those on the map, and the colors have changed again, so we can see there's different habitat suitability for different species. Now the important thing is to flag up here is that obviously we've done individual habitat suitability assessments for individual species. Now that's all very interesting, that we can see what the strengths and weaknesses are in the landscape for those species, but we can see how different features on the landscape have different values for those different species. Now if you're managing the landscape as a whole for multiple species, you might want to see how those features perform across those multiple species. So it would be useful if there was a way to perhaps combine the data from those individual fields into one field, which you can then display on the map. And that's one of the particular functions that the map calculator can perform. So what we'll do is we'll come up to the metrics panel, which we can display by clicking here. We can see this is where you do your sort of spatial habitat suitability calculation and all the details there. And then there's a new tab here on the right called the map calculator, and if you click on that, that shows you the new functions available there. Now just to explain what you're seeing here, at the top all the data fields that are on this particular map. Now you can see them listed here, or you can also see them if we come to the attribute table. You can see all the data across all the features on the map. So you can see there's a lot of data for the individual feature habitat suitabilities and the spatial habitat suitabilities as well. So you can see how those match up. Now the calculator has got the list of fields here, and the idea is you pick fields which you then put into the equation box here. Then you add in a name for the new field. And then you can click on the calculate button. So we'll start off with something very simple. So we'll come down here and say, actually I'm interested to know what happens if I add in let's say the kestrels and what we just did, the skylarks. We're gonna add the kestrels. It adds F36, which is its ID number there, which you can see on the right. Then we're going to say we want to add that to, let's say we add it to the skylark one. So we do that, we go add that one. We come down here, and I'm just going to call this field, let's call it new, field new, just so we know what we're talking about. I have to say this name of the field is limited to 10 characters. That's a limitation of the shapefile database, but you can usually come up with a name with 10 characters. Once we've got our equation worked out, we can then go, okay, well, let's now calculate that. And you simply click on the calculate button. It's then asking me, do I want to display the results on the map? And there we go. It's now summed up what we can see on the map there, which is fine. And we can immediately see there's sort of a number of areas which are coming out much higher than the others. So we can see there's this field here, another one down here, and this area of grassland here. If we then put on some labels to see what those are, so there we go, we'll add those on. We can see here that's arable land there, that's a grassland there, and another block of grassland there. So grassland in this case is working quite well for those two particular species. If we now come back to the map calculator, we might want to do something different. So in this case we've added up 2, but it might be actually we've got loads of species on the map here, and we might want to say, well, let's want to do all of the actual spatial habitat suitabilities. Now you could go through individually clicking them to add them to the equation there, but we've added in some preset selections, things like either select everything or select all the spatial habitat suitability. So we're going to do that there. So what that's done now is gone through, selecting them will save you the trouble of clicking them all. Similarly, down here we got some preset equations as well. So you could say, okay, we want to create something that sums all those that we've selected here, or those that create a mean. So it might be we say, in this case we'll create a mean. We added them last time, we'll create a mean. So it's added them all in. It's even filled out the field for you down here. It's going to call it the mean. You can change that if you want. And in this case then we're now going to click on calculate and see what happens. I'm going to say, yeah, add it to the map. And we can see in this instance it's all changed again. If we bring the key back up, we can see in this instance it's all sort of in the lower categories from 1 to 5 in this case, because we've averaged across essentially 18 different species, so it's unlikely anything's going to be brilliant for everything. So we can see it's largely down in the 1 to 5 characters here. Now you can see the sort of differentiation is quite low there, so you may want to come over to your colours and the categorization and maybe change it to here. So we can see there's not anything really above 50, so you could change the range, for instance. You could change that to 50 and recategorize. Then by doing that we can immediately see that, you know, these areas of grassland again are standing out. This arable field again is standing out as well. We can also see the hedgerow down there as being one of the sort of higher areas, and we can see the area distribution on the chart there. The alternative approach is actually, rather than use a fixed range, you can get it to do it automatically, and that will do something similar. So again, in this case it's done a scale from 0 through to the maximum, which is just over 40, and you end up with a similar pattern. Again, it's highlighting the relative strengths and weaknesses in the landscape, in this case across 18 different species. So that's really the idea of the map calculator, really. It's there to give you that functionality to say, actually, we've done all these individual calculations for species. If I put the data table back up, and we'll close this one here so you can see it full screen. We've got all this data here that we've sort of done by individual assessments, looking at all the individual features and doing species habitat suitability indices. And then at the very end here we've now added on that new one that we did, which was our 2 bird species, and then this one which is a mean across all of them. So it's giving you that ability to add new features, new fields into your map, and then creating the data for it. And if you find that for any particular reason you've created a field and you don't really want it, if you come to this attribute table, you can just right click on the field that you want to get rid of and then say delete that field, and it will get rid of it. So that is now gone. The alternative is to just completely reset the map. That will delete all data, and then you'll need to add it all to the map again and recalculate the spatial one. So we won't do that now, but that's just showing you how you can just correct something if you didn't want to add it on in the first place. That's pretty much it. As I said, come back to here. This is a fairly new feature that we're hoping to add to in the future, so there might be other equations we add here. We've just added on what we think are the basic ones for now. You can also, we've got all these buttons here, so if you wanted to clear your selections you can do likewise for your equation there. But the idea is to just give you a little bit more flexibility to create some more data that might help you interpret what you're looking at in terms of the strengths and weaknesses in the landscape for the species that you're interested in. I will leave it there. Thank you for your time, and that's the end of this video.